Hi class, let's take a look at example 5. And in example 5, we have a parametric equation with those actual, parameters. So let me just put the formula. So the arc length is going to be equal to L. And in this case, we're just integrating between 0 to 1 of the square root. And let me refer you to the formula. It's going to use both of the derivatives. So we're using this portion. And then we have to be very careful with that portion because a minor error and then we won't be able to actually evaluate. So for this one, let me just rewrite it as, x prime of t and then technically squared plus y prime of t squared, and this is going to be with respect to t. So we're just going to let, technically, I'll just leave it as let x of t is equal to t squared. Then x prime of t is equal to t. So 2t, then y of t is equal to a t to the third. And y prime of t is equal to a 3t to the second. So these are the values that we're going to be actually using and then plugging it into the formula. So we're looking at the actual integral from 0 to 1 of the square root of a 2t squared and then technically squared, and then plus a 3t squared dt. So this is the portion that we have to be very careful as we evaluate the integral. You have 0 to 1 of the square root of 4t to the fourth. T. No, this is just a t. So it'll be t to the first power. My apologies, that's a t. And then this is going to be a t squared. And then plus a 9, and this is a t to the fourth dt. And let me just double check before I do anything else. So 4t to the second plus 9t to the fourth. Okay, so next we need to factor or simplify it as much as we can the actual the common factor. So in this case, I'm just going to rewrite it as 0 to 1 of the square root of t squared times technically 4 plus 9t squared. And then I'm going to use the properties. Well, actually, I still have the dt. And let me use the properties on the side. So you technically have the square root of t to the second. Because your t is positive, you can just rewrite it as t. But if t would be in the negatives, you would have to rewrite it as an absolute value of t. And then look at the cases. Yet again, most of the problems, you don't have to worry about this scenario because t is going to be positive. So the absolute value may not be needed. And in this case, we need to simplify that t. Otherwise, we won't be able to integrate. So this is going to be from 0 to 1, technically t, square root of 4 plus 9t to the second dt. And then from here, let me attempt to do a u substitution. So let u equal to 4 plus 9t squared. And then du is equal to 18 t dt or du over 18 t is equal to dt. And then it's actually going to work out nicely. We'll worry about the limits of integration in a minute. but you're gonna have t square root of technically u and du over the 18t. So we needed that t on the outside to cancel those. And then let me talk about the actual limits. So when t is equal to the lower limit, for t is equal to 0, you're gonna have that u is equal to 4. So this one's gonna go from 4, and t is equal to 1. U is equal to, well, technically 13. Let me see. Wait, I wrote it. I meant 4. Okay, so let's actually simplify it as much as we can, this one, and let me just take it here. So this is going to be equivalent to technically 1/18 integral from 4 to 13 square root of u du, or 1/18 and then u to the 3/2, and then let me just rewrite it as 2/3, and then from 4 to 13. So this is 2/18 times 3. I'll simplify this in a minute. And then you're gonna have the u to the 3/2 evaluated from 4 to 13. And let me simplify the constant. So this constant, I'm just going to rewrite it as 2 times 9 times 2 times 3. And I'm just getting 1/27. So this is equivalent to 1/27 times, well, 13 to the 3/2 minus 4 to the actual 3/2. You can simplify the 4, but it's not going to give you much. It'll give us, let me double check. So this is 3/2. That's going to be 2 to the 3rd, 8. I'm not sure that actually simplifies a whole lot. So 1/27 times 13 to the 3/2 minus 8. And what I'm doing here to simplify it is, let me use green. So this is going to be 4 to the 1/2 to the 3rd power, which is going to be 2 to the 3, or 8. That's why I'm getting that 8. Okay, at this point, let me evaluate it on the calculator and get a decimal approximation. Okay, so the decimal approximation, I'm getting 1.44. So 1.44, and I'm rounding to 2. It'll be units. And then for the exact answer, you could have left it like this. It doesn't really simplify it a whole lot. I mean, the 8 looks nicer than the 4 to the 3/2, but it's still kind of a mess, and you don't have to go further. So you would have just left it as units. Because of the square roots and some of the messy problems, I'll be just asking for well, decimal approximations and exact values. So whoops. So this one will say units. And that's actually it for this problem. A little bit messy, but not as bad as the previous one.